Each year, as you know, the Hall of Fame inducts a coach. This year, the decision was a very easy one. He's a member of the Melrose High School Hall of Fame, also a member of the University of New Hampshire Hall of Fame, coach of the UNH hockey team, and coach of the Watertown hockey team, Richard Dick Umile. Dick Umile. Richard was an outstanding hockey player at Melrose High School, a tandem of his older brother Jim, who later starred at Providence College, and Richard led Melrose to 3 consecutive state championships, went on to the University of New Hampshire, where he captained that team as a senior. That team was the first UNH team to advance to the ECAC semifinals. Dick is on the all-time scoring list at New Hampshire with 60 career goals and 84 assists, which is after he separated his shoulder as a sophomore and really was troubled by a bad shoulder through the rest of his career. He took over a Watertown High School hockey team that had been the laughingstock of the Middlesex League. There's no question when you look back at that period of time that it was about as low as it could be. But the comments of those who were around Dick at that time give you a clear understanding of why it didn't stay that way. Artie Venezzi recalls that he had a great understanding of the game and had a really, truly unique ability to communicate his personality, and what a strong, aggressive, hard-nosed personality. Joey McGinnis, who was a Hall of Famer and an outstanding player at Northeastern, said, "Coach Umile got the most out of every one of us. He not only knew the game, but he knew how to motivate us. He was tough, and if he took that scally cap off, watch out. But once the game was over, win or lose, if you gave your all, he was proud of you." Jackie Hosworth noted that he inspired each player to give 100%, both on the ice and in the classroom. Taught good sportsmanship and taught self-respect. Each player on the team, Hosworth said, felt obligated and honored to give that 100% for the betterment of the team because of him. In 1983, the Red Raiders qualified for the Division I state hockey tournament, their first postseason play since Arthur Shannon and the legendary 1948 squad. The next year, the Red Raiders would not be denied. They posted a 15-3-0 record en route to Watertown's first Middlesex League title ever, their first league crown since that 1948 season. The Red Raiders made it all the way to the Boston Garden, battling into the state semifinals against Matignon. Dick Umile, who took a program from absolute disaster, was in that year named Division I Coach of the Year by the Globe and the Herald, a fitting tribute to his efforts and something that was unheard of 10 years before. Dick moved on from Watertown High School to Providence College as an assistant coach. In 1990, he would return to the UNH as the head coach of the Wildcats. He was the New England and Hockey East Coach of the Year in 1991, but despite that, despite all of his accomplishments at UNH, he will be remembered most here for his accomplishments in the community of Watertown. I have a special attachment for him because, like many of the kids in this hall who played for Dick when they played at Watertown High School, my son Pat played for him at the University of New Hampshire. So I know really what those Watertown kids have felt. Ladies and gentlemen, as our coaching designee from the Melrose Hall of Fame, the UNH Hall of Fame, and now the Watertown High School Hall of Fame, Dick Umile.
Thanks, Coach. Bob, first, I know it's been a long night, and you got another special guest coming up, and he was one of my first captains, George Salvetti, so. I've had my night in Melrose. This is real special for me, and I told people at the Hall of Fame in Melrose, at the time I was living in Burlington, I'm from Melrose. I live in Burlington. I'm from Melrose. I played hockey at UNH, and anything that I've learned in the coaching or education was from Watertown High School. I also thank the board of directors, Bob, for making this night possible. It's a real special honor for myself, my family, my mom and dad and sister, and a couple of my aunts who were some of my true fans when we first started at Watertown, along with some of the other players' parents. They're here with me tonight to let you know how important, and I think that the greatest thing about being honored here tonight is to have some of the players here, and anything that I receive, any recognition that I receive, I only accept that on behalf of the players that I coached, and there's quite a few of them here tonight, and I want to thank you guys for taking the time to come here and share it with me. It's real special to me. I forget what recipient had mentioned it earlier. I think, I can't even remember who it was, but I know what I wanted in life. I had coaches coming from Melrose, a community very similar to Watertown, a real close-knit community, people that were dedicated, committed, and knew the only way you would become successful was through hard work. I was a young kid that grew up in a fairly tough neighborhood who was really close to going the other way, and I had some great coaches that really helped me out and guided me, and that's what I wanted to be. Yes, I might have had some opportunities, but I wanted to be a successful coach. I was very fortunate that Coach Norton, who was the assistant coach at UNH, introduced me to Vic Palladino and gave me the opportunity to start my coaching career. Arthur Venezia, who was sitting with my family, and the reason he's sitting with my family, we go way back when we were kids. My parents and his parents were real close. We used to spend summer vacation together. So when I got the opportunity here in Watertown, Arthur introduced me to some real special people, was very involved, along with some other coaches, and along with the families. And I wouldn't dare mention names, because I wouldn't want to leave anybody out. The people that were involved in the youth program, the players and their parents that were all committed and loyal and dedicated, that we would work together because it was a two-way street, the coaches and the players, that we would work together and go after that championship in the Middlesex League. It was maybe unrealistic, but I think we all believed and found out that hard work and sticking together with discipline, you can accomplish most anything you want to accomplish. I laugh at some of the comments with the scally cap, and I wish I probably should have wore it tonight. And very gay, it kind of came out, and probably use it up at UNH. But I'm going to stop at this point, and I just want to let you know that I was vacationing, and I was waiting for Norton to say something about the tan or the vacation or whatever. But I had my hockey meetings down in Naples the week before, and my wife and I left Monday to go to Jamaica to spend vacation with my wife, and she apologizes for not being here, but she was sitting on the beach the last 3 or 4 days and found it difficult to come back. But I just want you to know that I would not have missed this opportunity to come back and thank the town of Watertown, the players, their families, the faculty, the people that I work with, and I was a teacher at Watertown High School also, and had some great relationships, and especially want to thank this time.